everyone. This is the Lucy Y podcast, and I am recording this Thursday, August 31st. When I wrote my notes, it was 10:10 a.m., but now it's 12:48 p.m. Sorry. I am human. But this is my way of being more authentic and true to myself with putting myself out there. Because I already put myself out there on all these social platforms, and everything of mine is public anyway. Because I want to be open, and I don't have anything to hide. And I don't want to accept people's follow requests and deal with all that, because that's like a job, and I just stress myself out too much about it. I'm like overthinking it. I remember having a private app. Well, I remember being private, my account being private, and that was a lot. Sorry, I'm kind of reading off my notes. But that app that would tell you if people unfollowed you, and I was so embarrassed of it, but it's like, then other people would talk about it, and I'm like, wait, what do you mean? So I got it. And it was just unnecessary because it felt like social rejection, like, and you could like see it, and it felt sketch. I don't know, but that kind of got my feelings hurt, definitely. And then it's like most of the time you do it back, like unfollow them back, and it's so like meticulously petty. That's why I don't identify with any of my social profiles anymore. That's why I kind of post whatever I feel I want, and people think I'm crazy, in quotes. I've been told that before, and it's just, I know who I am now. I'm not my Instagram. I'm not whatever you want me to be. I am me. I feel connected to Earth and God, and I know the only thing that matters is the truth, and the truth is, I am not what you think of me. Okay, that was... felt like I was reading off a prompter, and it's like I didn't even, well, that got me started. So apparently a lot of people listen to this, and I am very grateful. I mean, that's what, like, I'm not surprised, but I'm just talking about me, my life, and my experience. I'm coloring right now. So what was... yeah. That's why I haven't posted in... that's why I'm kind of filming this, too. And I wasn't looking at myself, so it kind of feels weird. But I hope you can hear me too. Okay, let me sit closer. But yeah, I don't know how all of you have found me, heard of me, but I am so grateful that you came across it and listened to it. I think, I mean, that means something. I think it came across your path for a reason. It could have been to swipe it away. It could have been to listen to it. It could have been anything. What have I been doing? This morning, I woke up. Baby kind of woke me up. I remember having to pee so bad when I woke up, and it's just like I kind of stay there until like have to, because I know once I'm up, I'm like up. And if I do end up uploading this, I've been organizing my room. Kind of spin it. I call it my room. It's my whole apartment. It's a studio apartment. I got a window open. But I've been organizing it. That's what... there used to be clothes all... I have these built-in shelves around my whole room. Oh, I'm also trying not to ramble. I mean, I can ramble, but sometimes I feel like I can't take a breath. And since it's a podcast, like, I don't want someone to be, like, clicking their phone and be like, oh, what happened? And it's like, I was just taking a breath or thinking, I gotta do that. I used to not breathe. And I, like, wanted to hold my breath when people were next to me. And I think it kind of caused, because I don't know if I was born with it, like a deviated septum. And I didn't really realize that until like 2020. I told you all about how I meditated for like 10 hours. I like never wanted to stop in July of 2020. And that's when I started like meditating more and like paying attention to my breath. And I wasn't even until a year or two later when I finally was like, okay, I think I can do something about this, about, like, I realized, yeah, people aren't just mouth breathers or nose breathers. Like, I kind of didn't know that everyone should be able to breathe out your nose. So if you can't breathe out your nose, I think our breath is really important. It kind of is our quality of life. Like, my quality of life has gone a lot better since my breathing has become more normal, or like regulated. It's become better. Fuller, deeper breaths through my nose. Like, there's science about breathing through your mouth and stuff, and you know, I'm not the one who studies it. I'm just the one who is telling you about my experience. Everyone should be able to breathe out their nose, I believe. And your insurance may be able to pay for it. If you even have insurance, I got my car insurance and car title in my name now. And that's an experience, going to the county clerk. I feel like I may have already talked about this. Oh yeah, I said I had to go back. We did go back. It was fine. Of course, my credit card declines when I used it, but I had another card. That's so funny. Have y'all ever have stuff decline and then you're like, can you put this back? The amount of times that's happened, it's funny. I'm like, oh, I didn't know how much was on it. Money is funny, honey. Bunny. This is like a purpley brown chestnut. Oh, I had other stuff I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about not taking things personally, looking to where your anger is, challenges in the workplace, empathizing with those suffering, age, the joy and power of new beginnings, togetherness. Yeah, let's start, or let's just do, because those could all be things by themselves. That's what, I don't know if I did blog posts about those, the top ones, but age. Okay, so I get ooh, look at that big scar on my arm. I get people getting annoyed by people younger than them, and like if they point something out to you, I don't know, or people just looking down on me because of my age, or that's really it. That's really it. It's just because of my age. But your age doesn't determine anything. I mean, it does determine some stuff, but I think people like dismiss me. Like, I've always kind of felt like this because of being the youngest, of people treating me like a baby. Sometimes. I mean, they kind of treat me as an adult, and then they expect me to be like a baby or treat me like a baby. I don't know. But something the other day was like, mom just kind of patted me on the back and was just like, "Oh, you're so young, blah, blah, blah. You don't know anything." And it's like, I wasn't claiming to know anything. There was a conversation going on at a table. She brought me to this lunch, work lunch, whatever, and it, they just kept talking about, I don't even want to talk about this, but they just kept talking about work, 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 and they just kept complaining. And I'm like, finally asked a question. I'm like, "Are you talking about this? Blah, blah, blah." And I was just like trying to problem solve. I'm like, "Oh, we got to do something about this," instead of complaining. I didn't say that. But it's like they kept saying I didn't know what I was talking about, blah, 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 blah. And I was just asking questions. And it's like, I'm like, you all are just going to let this happen? Like, if you're not making money, my mom's not going to make money. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Some new rules, some big company bought a small company, and now it's messing things up, taking things slower, not making as much money. Like, I don't know, but this is capitalism, I guess. And if you think you can't do anything about it, then that's how it's gonna be. Like, if you think you can do something about it, then, like, you can. And it will happen. Like, I have this victim mindset is very easy. It's very easy to be stuck in. And to think you can't get out. But I'm here to tell you that you can. And it's up to you to decide. I think I did make a blog post about, I forget the title, but it's like, stop complaining and do what you gotta do. Like, look at it. Figuring out how to, it's with Google Ads. It says it's up there, but I don't see. So if you see ads on my website, let me know. I don't know what about that, but yeah, stop complaining. That's why I don't like complaining. That's why I don't like bringing people down and like sharing bad news. That's why I don't like telling people usually what's going on with me, that wise. Like what I'm upset about, or I mean, or complaining. Like, I really don't like. So if you know me and you feel like you don't really know me, maybe that's why. If you ask me, I'll tell you about stuff. I used to be a lot more head in because I didn't really know me. My life was about everyone else. Like, I remember, when people ask you about yourself and then you, like, start to explain how your mom's feeling or how your siblings are or what they're doing. It's like, "Oh, Lucy, how are you doing? Oh, my mom's doing this, my brother's doing that, da-da-da." Like, I don't think I said anything about me. So, that was my life for a long time. And then And I feel like I always explained stuff I didn't even like. Like, I always had to explain dance, be like, oh, dance is fine. And it's like, I don't even like dance. Like, why do I feel like I have to play this game with everyone? Like, riding this carousel with people, and I just, like, can't wait to get off. And then once I get home, fall asleep and wake up again, and I'm back on the carousel. Shawty's like a melody in my head, like I can't even. Did anyone else think it was Chinese like a melody? Chinese like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Na 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 na, every day got my iPod stuck in replay. Play. Oh, I wrote more stuff in my phone. If y'all could see my notes app, I'm telling you. How to solve your problems. If it seems right and think it's right, but it doesn't feel right, then, okay, I know what that was about. School, seemingly. Oh, that's why it says Meds Pod. Okay, yeah, it was on the Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide podcast. I think I talked about that on another podcast. If it seems right and you think it's right, I was thinking about college, but it doesn't feel right. Oof. Because your feelings are very important. I mean, there's signs from your body, there's signs from your soul, they're important. Kind of tells you how you feel. So you might think school sounds like the right thing to do, and who told you that? Society also tells you that a lot of things are good for you that aren't. And they're always changing their mind, and it's really just people trying to make money, sadly. The capitalism type of society, I guess which is like politics, which if you live in a country, you kind of have to go by the rules of the politics. In America, like, even if I choose to live, like, you kind of have to pay taxes, don't you? I don't know. I've said it before. I could easily run away and not talk to anybody, but I feel like a purposeful community. That's something about togetherness. Like, I think, like, people coming together for our purpose of just enjoyment, living life, having fun, evolving and growing, and just sharing light and love. Like, if we all came together in that, because I think we all, like, who doesn't want a great life? Like, if you don't, you're really, like, I empathize with your suffering. The Buddhists, their thing is, like, life is suffering. When I heard that was interesting to think about. Because I'm like, I was like, I feel that. Like life is kind of suffering until you realize you are kind of in control of it. Like, instead of allowing everything in the world to affect you and bring you down, because that's what it does. Like, life is, it kind of brings you down, but it's supposed to make you stronger from the inside. So, life is fun. Color, summer fun, laugh a lot bear. I'm reading posters on my wall. Ooh, I went to Kroger earlier and I got I was craving the Cookie Crisp cereal. I'm looking at it right now. It looks beautiful. The Cookie Crisp cereal, so good. I'm probably gonna, and I got Lucky Charms and milk and ice cream. I got a huge thing of ice cream. It was the big Kroger one. It wasn't kind of one I like. I think maybe I got cookies and cream, which is like not something I would get usually, but it was a big one. It was more in deal, or I had a deal. I don't know, I walked back and forth several times. I went to the pharmacy, of course. I always show up like the day before I can pick it up. It was funny, I told him that. And some nice person, because I carried a baby in there. My baby, my puppy. And I got one of those basket things, and it was just like, I was just doing it all by myself, and he helped me, so that was nice. Thank you. It was kind of early this morning. And then I saw my mom. She walked out the door right when I kind of went up, when I was letting baby out. So I've let baby out twice. We've like gone into the woods both times. Like she gets stuck, and I let her into these woodlands, and then if I hear a little noise like bop, then I know she's stuck. She's very quiet. She doesn't like do anything. That's what, when she saw mom was like, "You didn't bark at me." I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, she doesn't really do that. But I saw my mom. Yesterday was interesting. I might just keep it at that. Snort burp. Yeah. My old teachers have been emailing me, and it's just nice. Life is nice. I didn't know I didn't know people listen to this, and I honestly, seeing that, like, it really inspired me to keep doing this. I'm like, wow, I can't, like, I don't want to stop, but I was kind of in like the frozen mode of when to do it, because it's like I'm on a roll, and then if I stop the roll, it's like, oh, I stopped the roll, I gotta get back on it. So I'm always getting back on a roll. Yeah, I've been watching Seinfeld. This show's hilarious. I don't know, this might be it. I might film later. I just kind of wanted to do this to just, like, do it. See if I can even upload a video. I feel a lot better in my place because I have organized all my clothes where everything has a spot now, and then it's not, like, stacked and, like, all close together. I mean, you should have seen it before, so like, things are like stuffed in there, but now like everything's kind of has a place. It has room to breathe. That is what this is all about. We all need room to breathe. Let's stop taking things personally, stop complaining, and do something about it, okay? That's why I really am happy that if you don't know how happy I am to like be where I am, be who I am, then you should read my journal, even though you can't. So good luck trying. I can read something. Let me read. It was the last. That's why I started a new journal too, so it's a new phase. It was kind of. I've been wanting to end my journal. That's kind of why I've been like holding back writing in my journal, because it's like, oh, I just want to write a new one. Like, I just want to end this one and start a new one. So I'm like, I wrote in it, I'm like, I'm done with this journal. I'm going to start a new one. Because I've been carrying, when I'm low on one, I start carrying my next one. I'm like, I'm just done with it. Let me just start my other one. Because it's like a whole new phase. It's a whole new start. Like every time you wake up. Like after every time you poop or pee or color. It's always a new start. You're always like in the now, in the present moment. So you can always start. Time doesn't exist. Like we've talked about. I wonder what you all like hearing about. I mean, like, I don't know. Here's something I wrote yesterday? Tuesday? No. I think I wrote the wrong time. I kept writing 9 when I meant 10. I think this is supposed to be 10 on Tuesday. Did I not write in this yesterday? Wait, what day is today? Oh, today I wrote the wrong day. Wait, I have no idea what I'd be thinking. I could be writing like stuff. You ever like write something and then you're like, oh, like just did not notice the typos at all. But then sometimes you just always notice every single typo. I like what I wrote. I interact with people as I know who they are created to be. And I know everyone's created to be like on the same level. Like we're all God's children, whatever. Infinite beings. Light beings in these bodies on earth. So, I interact with people as I know who they are created to be. If someone gets mad at me and is upset and it hurts my feelings, I just, I don't want to interact on them based on my hurt I feel from them, you know? I want to interact with them as who they were made to be, which is like love and light, and I just think everyone deserves to respect. You know, when someone keeps saying, you don't respect me, it's like you keep telling them, I do respect you. I completely respect you. I'm just not doing what you want me to be doing. You're getting mad at me for me not doing what you want me to do. Like, it's just, I respect you, but I'm not, like, you're gonna do whatever you say. You are a human being just like me. So why I gotta think about what I gotta do? You think about you gotta do. Okay? Okay. See, I'm talking slower. I'm looking at that cereal. I might be going. Okay? Let's close this out, peoples. I really love talking to you all. Because I'm gonna be so vulnerable because I want other people to show how vulnerable they can be. Like how I started this off with, like if I'm gonna be putting myself out there anyway, like I want to be doing this instead of like posting pictures on Instagram. Like I like this better, so why not do it? Okay. It's 1:17 p.m. and that's why should I end every podcast with I gotta pee? But all love all. See you all. Have a great rest of your day whenever you're listening to this. Let me do it at the same time. I'm gonna stop recording and stop filming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.